The holiday season can be a very challenging time for many of us autistic adults. These challenges can turn the most wonderful time of the year into a season of anxiety and stress that leaves us dreading the holidays and counting down the days until it is all over. In this video, I'm going to share with you what makes the holidays challenging for us, autistic adults, and 10 things you can do to make your holiday season merrier for you and everyone else. So let's get started. Hey, Define Yourselfers, I am Chris Mitchell, aka The Confident Autistic, from theconfidentautistic.com. If this is your first time watching one of my videos, thank you. Thank you very much for taking time out of the holiday season of all the stuff you need to be doing to check out this video. I hope you'll enjoy it. I hope you'll look around my channel and find other great videos to watch, and I hope you'll come back to my channel in the future. I certainly do want to welcome you to the channel and introduce myself. I am an autistic adult, late diagnosed, a multi-certified life coach, and an advocate for autistic adults who's on a mission to empower you to embrace autism confidently. Now, there are several ways you can help support my mission, including liking, sharing, and commenting on this video. And the best way is by subscribing to this channel. When you do subscribe to my channel, do not forget to ring the bell to be notified of when new videos are posted and when I go live with my weekly Q&A session. 3, 2, 1. There are many factors that make this one of the most difficult times of year for us on the spectrum, including sensory overload from decorations, lights, sounds, including nonstop Christmas music, strong smells, crowds, and more. Disruption to our routines, and which routines can help us stay regulated. And these disruptions can range from very small to as large as being forced into an unpredictable schedule caused by holiday events that often lack structure. Of course, social pressure contributes to this being a very stressful time of the year for us on the spectrum. The social pressure from expectations we feel to socialize extensively with extended family and friends, and maybe even colleagues at our place of employment, along with difficulties we may experience navigating complex social situations, can and often will contribute to us having a lot of anxiety during this festive time of the year. Now, the expectations we either feel or are placed upon us to navigate complex family dynamics, including interactions that may be uncomfortable for us and or being forced to face potentially unresolved issues. Whether you're autistic or not, this is going to cause anxiety and stress for you and possibly make you dread the holiday season. Changes in our environment, including either visiting unfamiliar homes or staying in unfamiliar locations. And let's not forget the gift giving expectations. These are the pressure we feel or must endure to choose the perfect gift for someone, along with the expectations, either real or perceived, of how we should respond when receiving a gift, can all contribute to us feeling like Scrooge before he was visited by the three ghosts of Christmas. Feeling like Scrooge before he was visited by the three ghosts of Christmas. Now, before you say bah humbug and consider relocating to the island of misfit toys to get away, there are 10 things we autistics can do to make the holiday season jollier, or at least a bit more bearable. And the first is, be sure to plan ahead. Use visual schedules such as calendars, planners, or apps to map out key dates, events, and activities. Prepare for changes by researching travel details, event locations, or menus to decrease surprises, which in turn will reduce your anxiety. Make sure to communicate with hosts, family, or friends ahead of time by asking clear expectations they have and sharing your clear expectations that you have for the holiday gatherings. Set your boundaries. Do not overextend yourself during the holidays. Limit your commitments to yourself and others during this festive season. Be sure that you choose a manageable number of events you will attend and politely decline others. Don't forget to set time by deciding in advance how long you're going to stay at an event and let others know in advance of your plans. You can also create and share your safe words with someone you trust via a prearranged signal that you could use to indicate to them that you need a break and or that you need to leave the event. Try to maintain familiar routines. Routine disruption can be very challenging, especially for those of us who use routines to help us self-regulate. However, you can still maintain some of your routines this holiday season by creating daily anchors and engaging in comforting rituals. A daily anchor for you may be constantly waking up at the same time, eating the same meals that you normally eat, and or engaging in the same bedtime routines that you have at home, even when you are traveling. Now, comforting ritual may be incorporating your favorite activities, such as reading a book or listening to music, into your day during this holiday season. Be prepared for sensory overload. Now, you can prepare for sensory overload because, trust me, it's more likely going to happen during the holidays than not going to happen. And it's going to probably happen more frequently during the holidays than it does the rest of the year for you. So, you can prepare for this sensory overload by packing your favorite sensory tools. Regardless of if you're traveling out of town for a few days or just getting out for a few hours, bring your best sensory tools, including noise canceling headphones, especially if you are one of the people who experience sensory overload from a lot of noise. Sunglasses, if you experience sensory overload from a lot of lights, blinking lights, clutter, debris, that kind of thing, the sunglasses will be helpful. And don't forget to bring fidget items to manage your overwhelming environments. Now, do not forget to plan for some quiet time during your holiday season. When you are a guest during the holidays, either identify or consider requesting a quiet room at gatherings where you can take breaks when you need them. Be sure to use transition supports. Let's be honest, transitions can be a challenging event, even in the best of situations. Now, to make transitions easier during the holiday season, consider using a countdown strategy to help you remember that the change is coming. Try using alarms, timers, or verbal reminders to prepare you for transitioning between activities or events. When transitioning from one activity to another, be sure to make gradual adjustments. That means to allow yourself extra time to move from one activity or environment to another. Another strategy you may wish to implement is the familiar items strategy. This will help you with transitions by having familiar items near you and that you have access to. And these familiar items, such as a favorite blanket, pillow, or a mug, will make new spaces feel more comfortable. So as you're transitioning from your home to a different environment, bring something with you that will help you feel more comfortable. Make sure that you focus in on self-care. Something you probably do at home on a regular basis, something I would encourage. I'll be doing some other videos, maybe even some workshops on self-care in the future. I mean, for the time we're taping this in the year 2025, but you do want to make sure that you focus in on self-care. And that means you should be sure to rest and recharge. Be sure to build downtime into your holiday schedule to avoid burnout. When I lived in California and I was newly married, even when I was dating, My family lived about 4 or 5 blocks away from my apartment. Now, my wife, earlier it was fiance, girlfriend, whatever, her family lived on the opposite end of town from us. And we needed to see both families on Thanksgiving and on Christmas and all. So what we did was we planned it very strategically. We would go to one family's house, spend a couple of hours there. We told them up front we're only gonna be here for about an hour or two, whatever, because we have another family to see. Then we came back to my apartment and I rested for about 30 minutes to an hour. Then we got back in the car and we went and saw the other family member. That downtime between those two family events really helped me reset, rest, and recharge. And it made the holidays more enjoyable for me and everyone else. I know we feel that desire, that craving, because everyone else is doing this hustle and bustle. Let's do this, and no breaks. We autistics need to make sure we give ourselves some breaks. That's part of our self care. Another thing we need to be doing as part of self care is to eat healthy foods. And this can be a real challenge during the holidays because there's so many good treats out there in the holiday season. All those cookies and cakes and gingerbread houses and stuff to devour. It's just a great time to eat. But if you want to make the holidays a little bit less anxious and stressful for yourself, consider eating healthy foods. If possible, stick to foods you enjoy and bring some familiar snacks to gatherings. Now, when I say eating healthy, I mean obviously we should all eat healthy, but in this case, I'm also advocating that you should bring some food that you enjoy, hopefully healthy foods, and some snacks. They don't have to be all that healthy to gatherings for yourself. Now, these snacks can serve as comfort food when you start to feel anxious or stressful or stressed at the event. And of course, another important part of self care is to stay hydrated and keep moving. When you drink water like this, and incorporate light exercise or stretching into your holiday activity, you can reduce your feelings of tension. Be sure to manage your emotional needs. During the holidays, do not forget to practice mindfulness. Use breathing exercises, grounding techniques, or meditation apps to stay calm during the hustle and bustle of the holiday season. Of course, be sure to validate your feelings. You will be experiencing a lot of emotions and feelings during the season. So be sure to remind yourself that it is okay to feel stressed and to need breaks. And do not forget to tell yourself that the other feelings that you're experiencing during the holidays are fine and you are entitled to experience them. And do not forget to reward yourself. This is really a key point. Part of taking care of yourself during the holidays through uh, addressing your emotional needs. Also, can be considered part of self care if you want to, but either way, it doesn't matter. But do not forget to reward yourself. Be sure to plan something enjoyable that you can and will do after a difficult transition to reward yourself. And in this case, I don't mean just um, going from one family's house to another. It could be spending an hour with your uncle that you really don't like, but you have to be there because you other family members are gonna poo-poo on you because you did not spend time with Uncle Albert or whoever, right? So when all of this is over, each day reward yourself. Like during this holiday season, when I have to do stressful stuff that makes me uncomfortable, cause me anxiety with my autism, I reward myself by a McRib, and there's a debate going on if it's healthy for you or not. I argue it is because the McRib has a bun. That's bread. You're supposed to eat bread each day. McRib has onions and pickles. Those are healthy for you. McRib has meat. I don't know exactly what the meat is, but it is meat. You're supposed to eat meat unless you're vegetarian, which is fine. And it has McRib sauce, which I'm sure has some tomato in it, which again is healthy for you. I really don't see how it's unhealthy, but I have people who do tell me it's unhealthy, and I don't know why. But I mean, McRib's only available during the Christmas season, and it's something I get myself to reward myself for surviving the holidays season, the stress of shopping, the obligations to family, uh, and all the other things going on in my life during the holiday season. That's my little reward for myself. It is important during the holiday season to make this a more joyful time for yourself is to communicate your needs. This means you should be sure to advocate for yourself. Now, no one knows your needs better than you. So make sure that you let others know what you need to feel comfortable, such as shorter visits or special seating arrangements. It also may be helpful if you script some of your responses to your accommodation requests in advance. Because some people may ask you, well, why do I need this? Or why do you need to have this seating arrangement? Why can't you stay longer? Don't be caught off guard by those questions. Come up with answers, pre-script those. That will cut down your anxiety during the holidays. And speaking of scripting some of your responses or conversation before the holidays. You also may want to prepare simple explanations for why you're declining invitations or for why you're taking a break. Because you turn someone down, a lot of people may ask you, "Well, why can't you come?" And that usually makes you feel obligated, like, "Oh, okay, fine, I'll come and make them happy." But you got to put yourself first, okay? And be prepared that if somebody says, "Why can't you come?" I mean, a simple answer would be, "I can't be at every single event. I've been invited to many. I have to draw the line somewhere. I'm sorry. Maybe next year, whatever." But yeah, come up with a script so you can handle those situations, and that will reduce your anxiety during the holiday season as well as your stress. Now, if all of this communication and advocating for yourself, it seems a little bit much, and if it seems overwhelming, it's okay to enlist support. Consider asking a trusted person, could be a family member, could be a spouse, could be a friend, to help you navigate transition and advocate on you behalf if needed during the holiday season. My wife and I don't have to ask her for the help anymore. She kind of learned over the years, and she does help me navigate things with transitions and all. And she can tell by looking at me that I don't even have to say anything. I don't even have to give her a visual cue. She knows Chris has had all he can handle, and it is too much for him. And she helps me get out of situations. And now that this start with me having, well, it should have started with me asking her for help. It started with me acting inappropriately, um, probably contributed by my autism in situations that made me uncomfortable because we did not know I was on the spectrum. We did not know I should be asking her help. So learn from my mistakes. And you may have made these same mistakes before. And if you have, forgive yourself for them. You did not know better. Now you know better. Get an ally, get somebody who can advocate for you and be your support person during this um, season of hustle and bustle. Holidays would not be a holiday without traditions. And what you should do to help manage your anxiety and stress during the holiday season is to adapt holiday traditions. Now, traditions is one thing that makes the holiday season a holiday for many people. Traditions can also be a way for us to have a predictable routine, which can help us regulate during the holiday season. So, even though a lot of our routines may be messed up, the traditions that we engage in with our family, our friends, our colleagues, and all, those can be predictable routines that can help you self regulate. However, some traditions that come every season may activate a trigger, such as sensory overload. It is okay for you to adjust or to ask for adjustment for a holiday tradition to better fit your comfort level, such as celebrating in small groups or skipping overly stimulating activities. It's okay to do that. You got to take care of you. Okay? I know there's a lot of pressure during the holidays. Everybody is wanting all this stuff to go on, and that's cool. But the most important person you have to take care of yourself. You have to live with yourself. Okay, so make sure you do that. You can also develop new traditions or create new rituals that feel meaningful and manageable to you. Consider a quiet movie night or a favorite meal as a new tradition. When I was single, and I still do this to this day, part of my autism, I did not go to a lot of family things. I did not like going to a lot of family things. It was very stressful for me. I did not get invited a lot of places for various reasons, whatever. And the loneliness of the holiday did get to me. Okay, let's be honest. That is one of the things that can happen for autistics in the holidays because of the challenges of it. A lot of dynamics. So on Christmas Eve, every Christmas Eve, I think I started around 6 in the evening. I have it timed out just right. I watched The Honeymooners Christmas. It's a very old TV show from the 1950s with Jackie Gleason and Art Carney in it, and it's a 2 hour special, about 2 hour special. Then I watched Miracle on 34th Street, the original one with Natalie Wood in it. I believe her name's Natalie Wood. Anyway, I can't. I'm picturing her. I can't think of her name. Edward Gwynn. No, it wasn't Edward Gwynn. I can't remember who plays Santa. It was a great movie. It's the 1940s one. Go Google it. Okay. And then I end with Scrooged by Bill Murray and having the movie end right at midnight. And those would be on the years that I was single and the years I could not get to a midnight service because I don't drive. Okay, and nobody would take me. So, but other years I will go to midnight service because I find them very, very peaceful. So that was my tradition for it. And I don't like a big family gatherings, and I don't like turkey and all. I just don't like the taste of it. Ick. So one of my meal traditions during the holiday season is called the 4 Ps. And people laugh at me about this, and they think, "Oh, yeah, that's making it up." No, I really do this. And the 4 Ps is pepperoni pizza, popcorn, Pepsi, and pumpkin pie. That's what I have on Thanksgiving every year for Thanksgiving, and that I have on Christmas Day for Thanksgiving. I also have a tradition with my wife. We used to have this tradition. We have not done it in several years because of her health conditions right now. We would on because we don't have kids and all. We would travel to a hotel. We'd pick a city. We'd go to a hotel on Christmas Eve. Then at midnight, we would exchange one gift. Sometimes we would change all of our gifts, but at least one. Then we would go downstairs and we will give the desk clerk, the front desk staff, a big container of popcorn um, that they can enjoy and thank them for giving up their time with their family to take care of us that evening. So that was our tradition. It was kind of a fun tradition, and I actually do miss that tradition. It's one of the things I have fond memories of. But anyway, the most important thing is I do not want you to forget to focus in on the joy of the season by prioritizing the parts of the holiday you enjoy while letting go of the activities that feel stressful or cause anxiety. Last but certainly not least, be flexible with yourself. I know this may sound difficult, but try to adjust as needed during the holiday season because during the holidays, plans tend to change at the very last minute. So, when plans do change or become overwhelming, give yourself permission to step away for a moment or two to regroup before embracing the change in activities or whatever's been unexpectedly changed on you. Remember to stay focused on the small wins. Celebrate every successful transition that you participated in during the holiday season. Even if it was only attending a portion of an event, celebrate it. You don't need to go real big and all. It can be just an internal celebration. But give yourself a pat on the back and say, "Good job, I did this." Maybe I did not go to the entire event, but I attended part of it. Maybe next year I could do more. And if not, that's fine. I at least did what I could do, and I'm proud of myself. And finally, practice self compassion. And you can do this by reminding yourself that it is okay to take care of your needs, even if it means saying no to other people's requests of you. Now it's your turn. What do you think about this list? Have you ever tried any of these suggestions? If so, did they work for you during the holiday season? Which one are you going to try this holiday season? I'd love to hear your comments. Or if you have an idea for a video, I'd love to hear those too. Please comment on this video or join the conversation in our Facebook group, Autistic Adults Embracing Autism. A link to that group is in this video description, as well as a link to a free gift from me. So go check out the video description underneath the section called Resource Links. Now, when you do comment on the video or participate in the conversation, I may not be able to respond to every single comment that is made, but I do read each and every one of them, and they mean a lot to me, and I truly appreciate them. This is the Confident Autistic, reminding you that now is the time to give yourself the perfect gift, the gift that is going to be the best thing you can give to yourself, to start embracing autism confidently. Until join me live Thursday nights for the Confident Autistic Live, where I answer your questions, we discuss this week's videos, offer support, and more. The fun starts Thursday at 7 p.m. Central Time in the US of A. Be sure to click the bell when you subscribe to the channel to be notified when the party begins.